Hi there, Stalkaz the Stallion here. A lot of new furries, or even normies, which are non-furries, are asking a lot of questions about the furry fandom and wondering what exactly furries are. Well, I thought I'd look up some of the frequently asked questions regarding furries, give my insight on what I think those answers are, and then I'll look at what they interpret the answers to be. So let's go ahead and take a look. What is a furry? Now that's a very good question. My interpretation of a furry is anyone that is enthusiastic about anthropomorphic animals and identify themselves either as one or have similar characteristics, or actually it could just be a completely made up species that doesn't even exist in IRL, and it's just a projection of their own personality and their own individual self.
Number 1. What is a furry? Furry is a synonym for an anthropomorphized animal character. In other words, an animal character given human-like attributes such as sapience and often a humanoid form. A creature does not need to have fur to be a furry. Other terms sometimes interchangeable with furry are zoomorph, morph, anthropomorph, or funny animal. Some examples of furries would be cartoon animals featured in animation such as Bugs Bunny, Scooby-Doo, or Donald Duck. Some may also appear as mascots or advertising characters, like McGruff the Crime Dog or the Exxon Tiger. On the other end of the spectrum, furries can be talking animals featured in fairy tales, such as Aesop's Fables, or more modern literature, such as Watership Down. Also, furry fans themselves can be referred to as furries.
Number 2, what does anthropomorphic mean? Now anthropomorphic is a scientific name, scientific word, and it's a Greek word with the roots anthro, meaning human, and morph, which means form. So as you can see, it's something with human form or human characteristics.
Number 2, what does anthropomorphic mean? Anthropomorphic means giving human qualities or characteristics to animals or objects. Anthropomorphic characters do things that humans usually do: walk on two legs, wear clothing, drive a car, and so on.
Number 3, what is the furry fandom? Well, the furry fandom is just like any other fandom. It's just a base of people who share similar interests in something, and in this case, it's furries.
Number 3, what is furry fandom? The standard definition of furry fandom is the appreciation, promotion, and production of stories and artwork which features anthropomorphic animals, and the exploration, interpretation, and examination of humanity and human values through anthropomorphic expression. This can include animated cartoons, comic strips, books, stories, artwork, costumes, and stuffed animals.
Number 4, what is a fursuit? A fursuit is what you're looking at right now. It's a physical manifestation of your persona. And I probably should have defined what a persona is, because that's a frequently asked question in and of itself. A persona is your animal character. It's who you are as a furry. So a fursuit, as the name suggests, is a suit, usually but not always made of fur, of your persona.
Number 4, what is a fursuit? A fursuit is a full-body animal mascot costume worn by a furry fan.
Number 5 is similar to number 4. Why do furries wear fursuits? And it's basically just to show off their persona and to bring their persona to life.
Number 5, why do furry fans wear fursuits? It's fun. Fursuits can be quite elaborate and expensive. Typically they can cost $2,500 or more, and are usually shown off at convention masquerades. Some furry fans also wear their fursuits to parades or other charity events.
Number 6. This is also related. Do all furries wear a fursuit? The answer is no, not all furries wear a fursuit. And you don't need to have a fursuit to be a furry. But a lot of furries do wear a fursuit, and as you probably know, they are rather pricey. But if you do get one, let me tell you, they're awesome. They're fun to wear, and I just love fursuits.
Number 6, do all furry fans dress up in fursuits? No. Though they are the most noticeable segment of the fandom, it should be noted that only about 20% of furry fans have fursuits. There are also partial fursuits, which consists of the fursuit head, arms, and sometimes feet. Some fans just wear the clip-on ears and tails.
Number 7. Where can I get a fursuit? Well, there's multiple answers to this. The option that I chose was I actually commissioned one and had someone make the fursuit for me. And that was, for me, the only option because I have absolutely, very, very little experience with sewing. And so that was the obvious decision for me. Others go ahead and make their own, and I have major respect for them because it takes a lot of skill and a lot of talent to pull that off.
Number 7. Where can I get a fursuit? Some furry fans make their own fursuits, while others have them commissioned.
And last but not least, number 8. What is a convention like? Now, I only went to my first convention this past January, so that was before you know what hit. So my knowledge in this is very limited, and I just actually went for the day to a local one about an hour away, and I actually didn't even wear my fursuit either. I went as a human, but I did wear my badge so people could actually see my persona. And from the days I spent there, I actually learned a lot about what a convention is. I went to a whole bunch of different seminars, if you will, different on a variety of subjects. The first of which was on TikTok, which I had no experience with, but it looked really fun, and hopefully sometime down the road I'll give that a try. I went to a panel on photography, and the funny thing was the presenter actually didn't show up. So one of the other attendees actually got up front and taught us all about photography, and it was just mind-opening, like all the different things I never knew about taking pictures. Another one was on politics and philosophy. Always treacherous waters, but it was fun to just debate things and just think things over. And at the end of the day, I went to a panel on furry YouTubers, and I actually got to meet Odin Wolf in person, and that was awesome because I'm a big fan of his, and it was awesome to meet him in person.
Number 8. What is a furry convention like? A furry convention is similar to a science fiction or anime convention, except that it focuses on anthropomorphic animals. Fans come to furry conventions to buy and sell artwork, attend workshops, show off costumes, or just socialize. The largest furry convention in the world is Midwest Fur Fest, with more than 10,000 attendees.
Alright, so there you have it. So those are some frequently asked questions. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more about the furry fandom, what exactly furries are. Hopefully I was able to give you a little insight into exactly what furries are. And if you have other questions, or if you have another answer than the one I provided or what the site said, feel free to leave a comment down below, and also give it a like if you feel free to. Alright, see you around. Bye!